Welcome back to my channel. I am Solari. I'm an esports caster, content creator and streamer. And I'm trying to be as minimalist as possible. Recently, I've been decluttering a lot of my things. I'm trying to minimize the amount of things I own and be very cautious about what new things I bring into my house. However, there are some things that I've gotten through the course of a couple of last years that I absolutely do not regret bringing into my life. And if I were to lose them or anything happened to them, I would buy them again with no hesitation. Today, I'm going to show you 5 things that I can't live without right now. And I want to know what things you cannot live without. Please let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel, and let's get started. The first thing is something I get a lot of questions about because I frequently show it on my streams and it's just always with me. And it's something that was such a cheap thing but has changed my life so drastically. It is my trusty 2-liter water bottle. I know it may sound a little bit silly, but regardless of what you think about the whole thing about 2 liters of water a day for a person, you need to stay hydrated. And if you're spending a lot of time in front of your computer, like I do, it is really hard sometimes to remind yourself that you need to get up and get some water. So I got this bottle. It has the little dividers. It is exactly 2 liters, but it kind of helps you to understand how far you've gone throughout the day. And it feels like having a little bit of achievement every time you come through another reminder on this bottle. And I did find myself drinking much more water than before ever since I've gotten this bottle. I can bring it everywhere around the home with me. I use it when I do my workouts. It's always with me next to my table whenever I'm streaming or casting or editing some videos. And I can tell you already that I've seen a lot of improvements ever since I started really paying attention to drinking all the water in this bottle throughout the day. My skin has gotten so much better. My overall well-being has improved. I have more energy throughout the day. So I am planning to continue. If anything was to happen with this bottle, I 100% would be getting another one. The next thing was a very big investment, but since it's something I've kind of dedicated my life to, I wanted to make this very important step, and I made it last summer, so around a year ago at this point, and I do not regret it whatsoever. That was buying my new camera and lens. As I said already, I use the camera for all of my activities. I stream using my camera, obviously. Whenever I cast, my face is on the screen with the help of this camera. Plus, as I'm doing right now, I am creating videos with the help of it. Before I got this camera, I was using my iPhone as my primary camera. However, I could see how much it was wearing my iPhone down. It would start to overheat, it would turn off in the midst of the cast. It was starting to work much slower than before. The camera was getting worse, so I decided to put a stop to it because if anything happened to the phone, I would lose at the same time a phone and a camera. And I decided to invest into a new camera. This was a very big investment for me, probably the biggest one I've made in hardware ever, especially ever since I started my career, but it was so worth it. My current camera is Sony Alpha 6400 with a Sigma 16 lens on top of it, and this is the perfect combination for the YouTube videos. The depth of field that it gives to me, the autofocus, the colors, everything is perfect. The common issue with the cameras, especially for streamers who use their cameras for long hours, is overheating. However, this camera only overheated once for me, and that was a really hot day, so I cannot blame it. I also overheated on that day. So yes, this is the second item that I absolutely cannot live without these days. Number 3 might be cheating a little bit because I didn't buy this item. It was a present from a very good friend of mine. But right now I can't live without it, and this is my airbrush. I am a cosplayer. I love creating different costumes for myself or just little pieces to wear for events or in everyday life. I also take commissions sometimes, and the airbrush has helped me a lot. My favorite process in creating a costume is putting the colors into it. All the little color combinations, the shadowing, the lighting, the details, and the airbrush makes the process so damn quick and easy and enjoyable. Normally, if I were just to use my hands and some pen brushes or something of that sort, it would take me much longer to cover, especially if I'm working with big pieces. For example, the breastplate that I made for the Dune Part 2 premiere in Warsaw, I had to cover a lot of the surface with base layers very quickly because I was working with a very strict deadline, and the airbrush helped me so much. I can't imagine if I would have been able to do that without the help of the airbrush. Of course, it's not a life necessity. You don't need an airbrush. Especially if you're not a cosplayer like me, then you absolutely do not need an airbrush in your life. But I think in this case, you for yourself can replace my airbrush with something that you use for your hobbies and that is not very necessary, but just makes the process of enjoying the hobbies so much easier and, well, more enjoyable. Not all of the necessary things in our life have to be for our careers or for our health and well-being. Some of them need to be there just for fun, and that's totally normal. So yes, my third item that I can't live without right now is my airbrush kit. Number 4 is a weird one, but please bear with me. It is my dustpan and brush from IKEA. I know, I said it right? It's a very weird one. This is one of the cheapest items on this whole list and probably the most unexpected one. But this little thing is a game changer when it comes to keeping my room clean. I have gotten some allergies ever since I moved to Warsaw. Unfortunately, the air quality in here is not the best, especially in the area where I live. And one of these allergies is the dust allergy. In order to keep the allergy away, I need to keep my room as clean as possible. But I hate cleaning. I really do. It takes me an effort to go to my bathroom to get the cleaning supplies and start cleaning my room. And usually it's the first step, going into the bathroom and getting the cleaning supplies from there, where I stop. And I'm like, nah, I'm too lazy. I'm not gonna do that. What I did was I ordered the very cheap pan and brush set from IKEA. And I keep them in my room, right there. So now whenever I see a little bit of dust on the floor, I take it and I clean it off very quickly. I don't need to think about it. It's always there. It's at the reach of my hand. I grab it, I do it, I put it back. This was not fully my idea. I gotta give credit where it's due. I saw this on the channel of Samurai Matcha. He is a minimalist and he is an elementary school teacher who lives in a very small village in Japan, and he talks about things that make his life easier. I highly recommend his channel, but this is one of the things I've gotten from him. He always keeps a little dustpan and broom in his room so that he can clean whenever he feels like. And frankly, he feels like it every morning. I cannot yet say the same about myself. I am on my way there. But the advice overall has been so helpful. If you know there is something that you have to do, but there is also something that is standing in the way of you doing it, eliminate this obstacle. The usual analogy people talk about is going to the gym. If you're too lazy to go to the gym to work out at home. Make sure there is no obstacle for you. There is no excuse for not doing something. As unconventional as it might be, my number 4 item that I cannot live without is going to be my dustpan and broom set from IKEA. And the last item on my list of things I cannot live without is kind of a necessity, but it is my glasses. I have a really bad eyesight, and I haven't made up my mind on getting it fixed yet. So every day I wear contacts in my eyes. Just the transparent ones, just to be able to see anything. But whenever I'm not wearing them, I have my glasses with me. And if anything was to happen to my contacts, well, I wouldn't survive without my glasses, quite literally. The ones that I'm using right now have a rather cheap frame, but I really love how it looks. I think it has a unique look to it, and I also think that the shape of the frame suits me. The lenses have the blue light protection, so on some days when I'm not casting or streaming, I don't even put my contacts in at all. I just wear my glasses all day, especially since these days are usually the days when I have to do a lot of video editing or some work in front of my computer. So wearing these glasses helps a lot to protect my eyes. Ever since I've gotten these specific glasses, I've gotten more confident in wearing glasses instead of contacts on some days. Before that, I would try to wear contacts every goddamn single day because I didn't feel confident in myself wearing glasses. Something felt off for me. But these ones gave me a really big confidence boost. I sometimes even stream wearing my glasses or cast in my glasses because I do feel pretty in them and I see rather well. And my eyes are much less tired after a whole day of wearing glasses compared to a whole day of wearing contacts. So even though it is a medical necessity, I gotta say that even personally, I love this pair of glasses quite a lot. And if anything was to happen with them, I would try to replace them as quickly as possible and to find a model that would look as similar to these ones as possible. So these pretty glasses are my number 5 on my list of necessary things I can't live without. This was my list of the 5 things that I cannot live without or that I would buy again immediately if anything was to happen to them. I'm curious to know what you would put on a list like that. Please do let me know in the comments. I would love to read through it. Let me know if you would like more videos like that on my channel. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to me so you never miss new videos from me. You can also subscribe to my second channel. It helps me quite a lot. Thank you very much for watching this video. I wish you a wonderful day and stay safe. Bye.